All right, a few more challenging examples with dividing by a divisor that is a decimal number. So here we have with question Q, we have 5.28 divided by 0.013. So I'm going to write it out. 5.28 divided by 0.013. Now, again, as in the earlier examples, we move a decimal point in the divisor until the divisor becomes a whole number. So the decimal point has to be moved 3 positions to the right. So we have to do the same to the dividend by moving the decimal point 3 places to the right. So it goes 1, 2, 3. So this is a new position, and we have to fill the empty spot with a 0. So what we have here now is it has become similar to 5280 divided by 13. So this gives us a chance to work on two-digit divisors. In order to proceed, we create a times table for 13. So we've got times 13 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 13, 26, 39. 4 times 13 is 52. And then it's 5 times 13 is 65. 6 times 13 is 78. 7 times 13 is 91. 8 times 13 is 104. 9 times 13 is 117, and 10 times 13 is 130. So with the times table, we can now proceed to perform the division. We put 5,280 in the division bracket, and we put 13 on the outside. So we ask ourselves how many 13s go into 5, because there's 0 of that. All right, so that means now the 5 gets carried over to where the 2 is. So that becomes 52. So 13, as you can see from the times table, 13 times 4 gives you 52. So 4 goes in there. So there's no remainder. And then we ask ourselves, well, how many 13s go into 8? Well, that's 0. All right, so now we have a remainder of 8, which we transfer to the last column. So that's 8 over there. So how many 13s go into 80? There'll be 6. So 6 13s go into 80, that's 78. So that gives us a remainder of 2. So we have a remainder of 2 that goes to join 0 in the next column. Now we got a 13 that goes into 20, which gives us a remainder of 7. And 7 joins the 0 in the next column, becomes 70. We've got 5 that goes into the 70. 5 13s going to 70, leaving us with a 5 as a remainder, which goes to the next column, and so forth. So we'll stop at the 3rd decimal place. So bearing in mind that 5,280 has a decimal point here. And so it means that the quotient will have the decimal point in the same position. That gives us 406.15. We just round it up to 2 decimal places. So it is approximately 406.15. Right? We'll jump to T. And that's 62.9 divided by 17. First of all, we create a 17 times table. We've got there 17. 1, 2, 3. So 1 times of 17 is 17. 2 times of 17 is 34. 3 times of 17 is 51. 4 times of 17 is 68. 5 times of 17 is 85. 6 times of 85. 6 times of 17 is 102. 7 times of 17 is 119. 8 times of 17 is 136. 9 times of 17. We'll do 10 times 17, that's 170. So 9 times of 17, we take away 17 from there, we get 153. There you go. All right. So let's take a look at the 62.9 divided by 0.17. So we have 62.9 divided by 0.17. Now again, we move the decimal point in the divisor 2 decimal places to the right to turn it into a whole number. And we have to do the same to 62.9. So we move a decimal point 2 decimal places to the right. So we end up with 6290 divided by 17. So we put 6290. Put a bit more space in there. 6290 divided by 17. So we've got no 17s can go into 6, which means that there's a remainder of 6 which combines with the 2 in the next column to form 62. So we now have 3 17s going into 62. 62 taking away 51 is 11. So we put 11 next to the digit of 9, which makes 119 in the next column. 119 is 7. So 7 17s go into 119, so that gives us no remainder. And so therefore, our answer in this case is 370. Now, we can always test the answer by multiplying the answer with the divisor. So 370 times 17 times 0.17. Now, we'll just go ahead and multiply 370 by 17 first, knowing full well that the answer has 2 decimal places. So we go 370 times 17. That goes 0 times 7 is 0, 7 times 7 is 49, 3 times 7 is 21, plus 4, that's 25. And we have 0, 7, 3, and then we add them up, we have 0, 9, 12, 1, 6, 6290. And we bear in mind that the answer has 2 decimal places, so that's 62.9. 9. Now this is the same as 62.9, which brings us back exactly to the dividend. So the method matches. The answers, the quotient matches with the dividend